Well, it was so new. We'd spent time on the show, but you just have a limited amount of time you spend together. And now, even though we live apart, we have spent a very good amount of time together. And over the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll be together a lot. And we'll take a week and see each other. So we're still learning, in all honesty. You still learn about someone a year later, and it's been very enjoyable. And what we're also learning is the strengths and weaknesses that we have, or, the positives where somebody is very good. Joan loves to schedule. She loves to, like, getting here. She's like, okay, we're leaving at 9:13. We're taking this. And it's actually nice for me because I'm a little bit of, I'll get there. I might have to walk, might have to take a train, whatever I do. But Joan is on it. So it helps my life. It makes it much better.
Well, he kind of said that in the beginning of our relationship. He's like, he really pretty much raised his kids on his own, like for a bunch of years. And he's like, I'm tired. Like, I've been everybody's scheduler and organizer for a lot of years. He's like, if you'll take that on. And I was like, fine, because I also am a little bit of not like a big time control freak, but I'm very punctual, and life is busy, and I feel like we need to plan because I have 4 kids who have significant, 3 of them are married, one's engaged. Like I have to plan things to, get everybody together, or life needs to be planned. Otherwise it just kind of passes by and you don't get to do all the things you want to do. So I'm a planner.
Yeah, and she's very organized. And then we're at the stage too, where what's important to the other person. We're so active, and we just have so much going on. Is this important to you? Do you need me there? How can I help you? Is there anything I can do for you today? I took out the trash today. And last night. So.
And life is a little more complicated. I don't think we realized how busy we were going to be. No. And we end up, we thought we were just going to be done, and we'd meet in Florida or in Kansas or in Maryland or New York or whatever. We were going to be able to see each other kind of on the road, but we were so busy. There's not a lot of time to be on the road other than when we're going to do things at places like here we are today in New York. But luckily we were here to be able to do this, but they fly us to LA. We get to do really great things, and we say yes to everything because you never know when all this is going to go away and who gets a chance to do this at this stage of our lives. But it's busy, and I don't think that we realized the way that we planned it in our head and then the way it actually occurred the last year has been very different. It's harder because we're a lot busier than we thought we were going to be. But I think maybe we've had a lot of fun doing it. The way that it has unraveled has been really fun.
In what, a 3-week period, I bought 2 homes, one in Austin, one in New York.
$10 million. I'm so excited.
This was going on. I mean, it was just, you just take it with a grain of salt. And
I died also.
I forgot to mention that. Yes.
We broke up after I died.
Yes.
I know, it's crazy. I feel like you have to be very careful with what you say. And I kind of learned that over the year. And I did a Thanksgiving post just saying thankful for, life didn't turn out the way I thought it was going to be, but I'm so thankful for the life that I'm in right now. And, I'm thankful for my friends and my family, and even the people that I've gotten to know kind of from Instagram, this weird relationship you get with total strangers, but they become part of your life. And I didn't mention him specifically, but when I said family, he was in that group of people. I didn't mention my kids either. I didn't mention my mom or whatever. But now I know I have to say his name, because if I don't say his name, people think we broke up.
And the good thing for us in our internal relationship is I'm okay. That didn't bother me at all. I kind of thought it was funny going, and it is about family. And so I was good with it. It was a little fun reading to you go, what's next? Because there was 6 things.
Because you've been busy this week. He calls me, you've been busy. You died and you broke up with me.
I go, is there something you want to tell me? I think there's 10,000 people looking for it. Because if Joan's not wearing her wedding ring, they light it up.
I put my ring on there.
Engagement ring.
She didn't have her engagement ring on.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I was looking. We'll get married. But right now we're busy. I could plan a wedding right now if my life depended on it. It would have to be an elope or go to City Hall or whatever. I have a son who got married last summer. I have a son who's getting married this summer. There may be babies on the way with people. So life is so busy, and we kind of put ourselves, when it comes to putting our kids first, they're first, and then we'll chime in when the time is right.
And I would say we want to. It's just, I guess the best way to say it's not a priority with everything we have going on right now.
Yeah, we're together. It won't change the way we are. We'll have...
I'll still take out the trash. Make the bed every now and then.
And use it to inspire. So, I don't think it'll change the way we are very much, to be honest with you. I think golden is hard. From what I understand, it's hard to find men. So there's a lot of us women out here that are in our 60s and 70s that are looking for companionship and, looking for our person, and they have a much harder time finding men. I think Mel on paper was great. And I think maybe the cameras were hard for him. And so I want to give him grace and say, it's not for everybody. It's hard. It is. It takes, sometimes people never, get comfortable. And maybe that was him. I think that he and Peg look like a great couple. And I keep my fingers crossed and I hope they work out. And looks like they're having a ton of fun. Like I remember this kind of honeymoon period right after your show airs. And I think if they get through the honeymoon period and life settles down, we'll see like how it turns out. I feel like Bachelor may be taking a little different direction. So, Taylor, Frankie, Paul, not the wholesome girl that they normally cast, right? So I think maybe they'll do something different with Golden. Maybe they'll find somebody kind of maybe more in the limelight. I look at like some of the older women that like were rumored to have gotten it instead of me. There were several of them. And then I hear a rumor about a different one right now that could possibly be, you probably have heard it, Luann.
Is that the Countess you educated?
The Countess,
okay,
yeah,
so I don't know the names and everything, so.
But the fact that they're kind of taking, I know it seems like it's maybe a little bit for ratings, but I think Taylor Frankie is a great bachelorette. I've met her now and I love her. So I think she's going to get good ratings, and I think she's also going to be really good at being the bachelorette and hopefully finding someone. I think hers is a difficult find, based on her past.
My comment on that is you get a little older, and George said that, he goes, at my age, there's not a lot, she's the person that I want. And I think it's not fighting, but you make your point, and then you listen to the other person. And then a lot of times, this is just me personally, as you get older, they're not things to die on the sword for. They're just little things you want to make a point. You want to have the air conditioning at a certain point, that type of thing. And it's just, you get to a point where you just want peace and harmony.
Well, if you also look at those people, they have really great lives. What are they fighting? Taylor and Travis, what are you fighting about? You have like the best lives in the world. It's hard to think of what they would fight about. Like anything they can pretty much fix with money or something. There is like a thing that, the controversy is sometimes, you need it to solve something. It doesn't need to be a fight. It needs to be a conversation. I'm sad by the whole thing, to be honest. I think that their breakup wasn't perfect, but it also wasn't controversial. It had kind of taken a backseat. It was not in the news anymore. And that just brought it all back up to the surface. And like conversations that I know were like, that's where I put you if I murdered you. Like, that was just funny. He's like, oh, that's what we do here in, Iowa or wherever. So I think it was said in jest, and then it just got blown out of proportion. I'm just sad about the whole thing. Honestly, I feel like we should be more dignified, and like at our age, we shouldn't be doing this to each other. And I'm sorry that it went down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna be honest. I do feel that way. That like if something happened with us, which nothing is going to happen, but if something did, that it would be hard on the Golden franchise. I thought that when I went on the show, to be honest, I'm not sure if I ever said this to anybody, that I felt a lot of pressure to be successful because Gerry and Theresa had just broken up right before I started filming, like within months. And I felt a lot of pressure that if I wasn't successful, if I didn't find somebody, that it would be the end of it. I remember the first night that we actually got to sleep together. So film the whole show, get through the finale, and we have a night that we are allowed to be together until we have to kind of be separated, because of the show, and you can't be together until the finale. So we have a suite on the ship that we're staying on, where we're kind of staying during filming, and we fall asleep, and he snores the whole night. It was like, oh.
It was a purr. It wasn't a snore. Every guy says that. So
and I didn't sleep the whole night, and I had never experienced this before. And so we get up in the morning, and I had left during the night. I actually went back to my room. I was like, see you later. And he explains to me in the morning that he didn't have his remote control and that he has sleep apnea, but he's like, it's okay. It's going to be fine because I have this Inspire implant. And I had never even heard of it. And he told me all about it. And the next night, perfect. No snoring at all. And I know that people really deal with this in their marriages. I have a friend, he says when he wakes up in the morning, sometimes his wife is like really mad at him and he's done nothing but sleep. And she's like, yeah, that's what you did. You slept. I didn't sleep at all. So, it is a thing in marriages. And I am very thankful that like of all the things that we've dealt with as, you know, dating on national TV, that was not one of them.
And if the tables were turned, I would drive Joan to the doctor's office and say, let's look into this. I do want to mention that I travel a lot, and a lot of it's for Joan and I to get together, but then also just for work. But I did want to bring this. This is the remote, and I have people ask me all the time. They go, how does it work? In this remote, you just go here, turn it on. With me traveling, I actually carry it on me. It is that important because I don't want to lose my bags or anything else. And again, it's a very simple process to turn it on and off.
And he did forget it one time.
Oh, yes. I heard about it all.
I forgot about it. I was like, don't ever do that again.
She's like, can you go to the drugstore and get another one? It's not that simple, but yeah.